Alright, I'm on.
Alright.
What?
Oh, good, we're here. We got our people. We can do the damn podcast. Fantastic.
Yeah, Liki, you got an echo.
So are we doing it right now or at 10?
Yeah, I don't know if my shit's working right now. It's being a little wonky. Can you record, Corp?
Record the call?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, let me pull up my doc. Which is
Just the audio, correct?
Welcome to the main
Well, if you
cast.
could do the screen, I'll take that too. That'd be fantastic.
I don't really have that thing set up to do that yet.
Welcome to the main cast, home of Nickelback.
Ooh. Oh,
Look at this photograph.
fantastic. I guess, Mr. Prez, we were supposed to have you as a guest as well. I didn't know if that was going to happen at all. We're doing a test run. Let me know when you're ready, Corp.
Waiting on,
yeah.
I have to ask, who all is in here?
All right,
I see two people I don't know yet.
Yeah, I believe I'm ready. Let me
Hello.
just make sure the file's there.
hello, person I don't know.
Hi.
Yes,
They just asked me if I wanted to be in here, and I said yes.
Yeah, okay, allow me to explain.
There's no need to be nervous about it. It's just a talk, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, unless
Whoa.
I'm
More
good.
than
Just
that,
give me a few
like,
minutes, and I'll... I mean, you gotta be careful. I can talk somebody's ear off.
That's fine.
I can talk. It doesn't bother me. I've had people talk to me in tears, anger, all sorts of emotional range.
Okay.
Okay, so,
I am dumping
who
hot
are you?
candle wax on me right now.
What?
That's
What the hell are
pretty
you
hot.
talking about?
It
So,
feels good.
Can I ask who
Okay.
you are? Somebody I don't know, then?
Okay, let me start
am-
off. Do you know who Liki is?
No, I don't.
Okay,
I'm
Liki
sorry.
is also from the PFC. He's also in the PFC Light. He's one of the hosts on the Pony Fuckcast thing. Corpulent Brony, you already know. This is Amir Perez. He is from Main Studios. Aramis Perez.
Yes, because
Studios.
you wouldn't like it if people fucked up your name and called you Spaghetti Boy.
Actually, we do that all the time.
This is Eris Perez. She is from Main Studios.
This is Anthony Aguilar, some retarded faggot from the internet.
All right, absolutely. Well, as long as we know each other, sir.
Hey, Duke Swagger.
Duke Swagger. All right.
Okay. So, which one is Aramis as far as their screen names are?
Duke Swagger.
Me.
I got Illy Kimmy. It looks like 101.
Yeah. Are you recording,
Okay.
Corpy?
Yeah, it's recording.
Oh, cool. Okay, let me start off. This is FNGR, and today this is our.
Patrick's
our-
not even here. Hold up.
What? What do you need?
Moo!
He's supposed to be here.
Who?
Patrick.
Fuck Patrick! He's fucking taking too goddamn long. I waited an hour for this.
No, this is Patrick!
Wait, give me one
Patrick can suck my dick.
I'm gonna go.
Let me
into-
throw some names at you.
Yeah, no shit.
Hold up. I'm gonna go into the call and cuss him out and be like, Patrick, get the fuck in the call.
Oh my god damn! I hate every last one. Except you guys.
We hate you two equally.
All right.
With a burning fucking passion, but I love you too.
Okay.
No, Anthony, I do not hate you. I
There
will
we go.
fuck
We're
every
gonna
one
move
of your
forward. All
holes.
right, one more time. This is FNGR. This is Limbo's maiden voyage. We are talking with Corpulent Brony.
Hello, everybody.
We're talking to freaking Dusty Rhodes.
Apples!
Excellent. And we're talking to Aeon of Goddamn Dreams.
I fucking love you all.
And we're talking to Pristine over here. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Cool.
I'm
Go,
not gonna
get your-
yell.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, fantastic! We just did the intro, and more people just came into the call. Now we're yeah, I know. I'm like, no, we're gonna do this. This is Patrick Canute.
Canute, yes. Canute, yes.
Canute, yes, Canute from Main Studios,
Yeah.
and Fire Frets from Main Studios. I did,
Sounded a lot less excited when you said my name. That's not cool, man.
well. I used up all my energy on like Peter. That happens a lot.
You should spend a lot of time
I would
using up
hope you
energy.
don't try this with Peter Newt. He'll backhand you to the next dimension.
Who?
Peter Newt, the voice of Big Mac, he'll yup you into the next dimension.
Do I need this guy?
I think Peter Newt is a wonderful name.
Do you ask yourself that in the morning too?
Yeah, probably.
I remember that guy. Didn't I fucking yell at him in the
No
PFC?
hanging up on
Didn't I call
people.
him a bitch and like tell him to fuck off because he's annoying or something?
Probably.
So,
I do that a lot. I'm starting to forget who I told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it something you do all the time?
What's up, Peter?
Oh, nothing much, Asians. No, how's it going?
Ah, not bad. We're really pushing forward here. We've really dialed back, our overdrive now. Tonight we were just having an awesome game night with these people, just to have a relaxing, get them something where they can calm down to. So yeah, what do you guys want to know about us? This is the first pilot episode of the Philly, the PF. Okay.
What did you just fucking call us?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The main cast. I'm very sorry. I've got a whole bunch. Yeah, I got you.
What the fuck are you even talking about? What the fuck? No, I told you. I'm like, look, man, I'm fucking got. I got done. I introduced it. I said, this is Limbo, and I rattled off like a bunch of fucking names. And you're like, this is main cast. This is Philly. I'm like, no, this fucking isn't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just 3 hours of sleep talking.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
promises
yeah.
us he'll sleep and he never does.
Ow.
I never sleep. I never do.
Honestly, we're gonna eventually publish a book called "Go the Fuck to Sleep, Patrick."
It's already been done. Samuel L. Jackson reads it the best.
Yes, it did.
I will pay
He
him.
reads it to me every night.
So yeah, what's up? Oh, is Pink Mist in here?
I couldn't get her. She just started slacking off, and I'm like, no, I'm tired of making people wait.
Yeah, because I want her on our team because we want her as the voice of Octavia. We want her.
Okay, well,
Send her my
there's other
contact,
times.
please.
Oh
Please
yeah,
send-
she was definitely interested, but I'm like, hey, she's taking too long.
Yeah, I got you.
We need some more British voices in our group.
And we need female singers too. So that's the one thing we're noticing. But what do you guys have for a question for us? You guys had a whole list of questions.
I did.
Yes.
You did or you do?
I do.
Okay.
And Evos can answer, or what?
Oh yeah, I guess we could go around, but now that we have like 7 people here, I guess I'm gonna try and build a little bit more selective about it.
Yes.
What is? And I guess we'll start off with Agents of Disc. I actually haven't heard anything from Fire Frets. I never really got a chance to talk to you, so let's start with you. What is your biggest goal right now?
Our biggest goal is really just to bring as many small musicians to the top as we can, and not just musicians, animators, artists, anybody with a talent that goes unrecognized, because we have a serious, I think, elitism problem in this fandom, and our small guys are kind of kept down, so bring them up to the front.
Yeah.
Aww.
And of course, I mean, all these people do what they love. I mean, like, music is about the only thing I'm capable of doing. I've tried simple math, I can't do it, and I really would like
2
to.
plus 2 equals rock for him.
We're
No, it equals
basically the
fish.
Rosa.
It equals fish. Get your
Okay.
shit.
I'm sorry. It equals rock for your brother.
I'm a little disappointed that you didn't say that the proper way, sir. Could you like to chew that again? You know what I'm asking for, don't you, agents?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm trying to be very professional right now, and I know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, guys.
So,
I have to do
All right,
this.
but
Let me sum up Patrick's feelings.
Okay.
We're basically the Rosa Parks of the fandom.
Okay.
Sit in the front of the bus.
All right.
You said
how about-
no.
here.
You sit at the back of the bus because that's racially impolite of you because you're white.
Okay. Hold up here. Let's try to stay.
I'm sorry.
organized here.
Sorry.
Pristine.
See what Patrick does?
He's
Keep cutting me off, motherfucker. Holy shit. Pristine, what is your biggest goal, and what would you say is your biggest obstacle to getting to that goal right now?
You mean in this fandom or just in general?
Whatever you feel comfortable talking about.
Let's see. Well, my biggest goal is right now to become financially independent, and in general, and to do that, sorry.
Calm down. It's okay.
But the biggest obstacle right now is that is the factor that I still live with my parents, and I got my fine arts degree finally, so I'm trying to. So one reason why I started doing Brony art was just so I could get more people to watch my page, and then hopefully build up and do
Recognition,
commissions and
yeah.
all that, and get recognition and all that, and also to establish connections too, because that's very important. And so right now I'm in an internship, and hopefully I'll get a job that way. In fact, I'm in the process of applying for one. And so the biggest goal, of course, is money, and I'm still paying off student loans too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
What's the internship for, though, real quick?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
No, I'm an art intern.
Oh, nice. At least you're on the right field. I was waiting. You're like, oh, I'm doing this.
AKA,
It has to do with my
indentured slave.
Oh, those. Well,
Oh,
here's,
one
here's,
intern.
You can intern to me for that.
Indentured people get paid.
yeah, that's true.
Yes,
That's
if you're
true.
lucky, you got paid.
So, but one of the things I always had a hard time with when we were, when I was trying to get ahead in life, is that you gotta. Did I just leave or something?
Oh, yeah. He had an accident.
Oh, okay.
I got tired of him real quickly. Holy shit.
He's my chief audio engineer. He needs to be in this call.
I'm not doing this podcast with him.
He's very sarcastic.
I couldn't take him anymore.
I get you, but
I also vote him off of the island.
Yes, thank you.
I'll vote so as well.
Yes,
Give me
I-
five.
Now I'm head
Second.
engineer.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay, if you're gonna be voted off, at least let me eat him because
Okay,
I'm in
no,
that
I'm
mood.
cool with that. That's all right, man. There's a lot of empty calories in that.
Yeah, they probably are, but I can easily just run that off. I don't eat much these days, so
Yes, excellent.
take what I can get.
So, Liki, do you have any questions for the? Either
I have a very important question. Who are half of you people?
Well,
I'm known
questions-
for my philanthropy all throughout the Brony community. Oh, okay, these people.
well, I'm Pristine. I'm a Brony artist, basically. Most of my fan art is based off I do a lot of fan art of the Brony analyst and all them, but I also do art of others who are friends of mine also. I started taking
okay.
requests.
Cool.
You should
Wait,
I have a
is he
deep-
the one that did the huge collage of all the analysts?
That was engrossed.
No, that
was
wasn't
Ink Rose.
me. That was Ink Rose. I've done stuff of all the Brony art of a lot of Brony artists
What
though.
you meant to say, Pristine, is if you had done that, you would have done it better, right?
I'm not gonna say that. I always
Well, it probably would have actually included all the analysts, not
Yeah.
just.
She wouldn't have excluded me.
Well, that well, I don't know. You would take up a lot of room for it.
Yeah, I would be happy. You could keep it in the background, though,
I can just imagine it being like one of those space pictures where it's like how small you really are, and next to like I don't know the biggest fucking star you can find, it's just Corpulent
Yep.
floating around the star.
so yeah.
Yes, Corpulent has the density of a dying sun.
So I am Corpulent Brony.
Oh God, I love you guys to death.
I am your sunshine.
Does anyone have any questions for Fire Frets? I don't want him sitting there bored in the background.
Yeah, Firefrets. What is your name? Like, what's the story behind it?
Actually, that's kind of an interesting one. I actually joined a band with somebody, and I hadn't played guitar in a couple years, so I just was getting back into it. And this guy who was the father of two of the band members, he just absolutely loves my guitar playing skills, and he made this oil painting that was an outline of me. I was like he made me a silhouette basically, and painted like this fiery oil paint looking thing around me, and it was cool as shit. And I cannot find it anywhere. It
Nice.
is gone. It's vanished. It's not on Facebook where he posted it. It's not on either of my hard drives. It's gone.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
French fries.
But yeah, that's where my name came from. And he said one time that I had fire in my fingers. So there we go. I chose the name Firefrets.
So when you've got the fire in your fingers, how do you like hold paper or anything?
That's a
without
very good question. See, I have to pay a lot of money to get people to make this special paper for me.
He lives a life of agony like that guy from the Skittles commercial.
He's
This
like,
is so-
Discord not being able to afford the shirts. Where the fuck are you? You're not on camera with your shirtless ass right now. How are we supposed to goddamn get people to like, subscribe? There we go.
He's too professional for it now, I guess.
Oh,
fine. I'll buckle. I'll buckle and be the
there you go. There it is.
We just won all gay and female subs right there.
That's a lot of people.
It's
Yeah, that is
freezing
a lot of
cold out here. How freaking cold is it over there, Patrick?
Oh, it's like -4 here.
Oh,
Well, let's see the nipple. Yeah, it is pretty cold. I can tell now.
You look great, Patrick. Now, please put your shirt back on.
No, Liki. If people come in late, they need to see him so we can gain their subs. They'll be like, wow, I never want to listen to all these faggots. Oh wait, this one has a stunning body and chiseled abs,
I didn't say that.
and his body just glistens so flippantly.
That'll be on the $10 Patreon tier. If you subscribe to our $10 Patreon tier,
You can get a
allow
picture.
Agents of Discord to afford coconut oil to slather himself up on every time.
Oh, Agents of Discord, how can you be so... That's so desirable.
I gotta say, agents, my body's just a little bit better as long as you're not looking at it. The second you look at me, I turn into an ugly motherfucker. But as long as you're not looking, I am like.
It's like that
Like
chick.
it's like
You're
if
like
God and
Adonis,
Rock
huh?
had a baby. No, it's like if The Rock and Vin Diesel had a child. That's me as long as you're not looking at me.
You know, my stomach is so much larger than Agent's over here, man. I've got much bigger.
Here,
I don't know.
I'll
I don't know, Fire, because I was thinking like,
Oh, wait.
I'm invisible if no one looks at me. I'm like that guy from that one movie. What movie was that? That was a gag in a movie. I'm trying to remember.
Is this? What was it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like there was Shovel Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that
Shovel
man's still a
Man.
terrible freaking
Shovel Man can't get a girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Well, let's
Yeah,
move
it was-
on before that dies there horribly. We'll start with Frets and go to Agents, then back to Pristine. I keep wanting to screw up and say her first name because it's right there. What is your biggest fear, Frets?
I think spiders, maybe. No, I don't know. It's
We'll come back if you want.
I really try not to think about it too much, but maybe. Come on, that's just putting pressure on me. Knock it
No,
off.
we'll pass it. We'll come back to you. How about you, Agents? What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, honestly, I hate, as much as I love to watch thunderstorms, I hate them when they're really bad, because I used to live up on the hill up here in this town, and the ground is super saturated with iron, and lightning actually struck right next to my window as a kid, and it turned on all the battery-operated toys in the room, so it was like a scene from Poltergeist. You get everything whirring and clicking and driving around the floor, and it's just like, whoa! You know, and I didn't want to deal with that, so...
Can I say something?
Yeah.
No. Yes.
I'd never done a crazy thing in my life before that night. Why is it that if a man kills another man in battle, it's called heroic? Yet if he kills a man in the heat of passion, it's called murder.
In the heat of passion, Peter, you should be asking questions on this. Go on.
Is that's a line from Wayne's World, isn't it?
Maybe.
Alright. Actually, I just came up with a question. I don't know if everyone here's the kind to answer it though.
Sure, Peter. Let's have it.
Pristine, cover your ears. What?
If you're
I
a
don't know.
bitch.
I don't know if any of you guys have had one of these moments before, but have you ever gotten like a boner for a really strange thing? You've gotten off to it, but you only did it that one time. Like it was only hot that one time.
Oh yeah, Patrick sent me this really cool bass line one time. It was fucking awesome.
We still have that.
Distort the shit out of it, and it was
Yeah,
so
we
funny.
still
Like, here,
have that.
make this sound huge,
Well,
and it made me huge. So there
that
we go.
doesn't work for me, Peter, because I like repetition. If something works once, I have to go back to the well and get it to work a second time.
Okay, fine. I'll modify it for you. It's what's the strangest like leap you've ever taken? Like first, because we all start out normal, but then we're like, oh, look at this. I
Does
don't know.
discovering how to work the shower head count? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
That might be it. Yeah, that was actually a really neat invention. Then I found out. I was like, oh, that's common? Oh, okay. I don't feel like such a pervert anymore. By that time, I was already bored of using it, but whatever. Christine, how about you? What was your biggest sexual leap?
Oh gosh.
You don't ask a lady that question. I'm
Well,
not
we just
gonna-
did.
I guess we have to. I'm sorry, agents. I have to skip you too.
I don't know if she
Okay.
answers. We're gonna have a shit ton more subscribers by morning.
Yeah.
Liki, I have to ask. For you, was it when you decided to become a furry, or was it something within furrydom?
I mean, I've seen some weird shit being a furry. I mean, like, I think since I've joined this fandom, I've had more experiences where, like, I'll finish up, and then I'll I'll like click onto something else, and I'll go back to the tab I was on E621 like an hour later. I'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with me?"
Can you list an example? Can you list?
No, no. In all self-respecting this, he cannot. No.
Come on.
I think this would be a fun question for Radix.
Mind right now, but it's just that feeling. It's like that feeling where, like, you know how when you're on YouTube and you just keep clicking recommended videos, and you get like so.
How did I get to here?
You get so deep into YouTube, like the weirdest shit, like people's vlogs and shit. You just get to the point where it's like, I can't go back. I have to close out of YouTube and start it again. I am too deep. That's what it gets. That's what it's like on a bad day on E621. That's what it gets
Well,
like.
on E621, when you say that you're in deep, that can mean two things. Deep.
That can mean
mean
several
several
things.
things,
E621, shit gets weird on there.
Yeah, I've been to
the
E621. I made some
biggest-
wonderful discoveries.
The
and
biggest,
weird discoveries.
the best tagline there is the nightmare fuel tag. If you
Oh,
search
God.
that up, oh my god, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna search that up right now.
Oh,
You're gonna see my reaction in real time.
the
Okay,
nightmare.
Well, you're not. You have to pop on cam, Peter. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm totally gonna do this. I want to share my screen almost, but no.
Okay, going on camera.
This sounds
As you
like
can see,
no. This sounds like something. This should be recurring. Okay, for the next 5 minutes, we're now going to be looking up the following on E621. Yeah, we should definitely keep that.
with resident pervert Peter.
Whoops. That's
As you can see by my shitty
web.
webcam in this weird Technicolor room, I am here. This is me. I've also participated in No Shave Number. So what was the
Oh
tag?
dear God, is that Derpy? It's Derpy. Oh fuck.
You know, I
Oh,
just
no.
realized, Peter,
What?
have you ever seen Drop Dead Fred? The room kind of looks like something out of that movie.
Here you guys go.
Guys,
Oh,
I
he's
found...
got a spider. Is that Spider-Man in the background? Oh wait, that's Jeans.
Oh my gosh. This is
This
this is
Nightmare
cool,
Fuel
but
for
how
you.
is that like... Yeah, I know, I just looked up the Nightmare Fuel tag and I saw Smile Dog. Smile Dog is here.
Fucking hell is this?
All of this is nightmare fuel. Oh my god, what is that Fluttershy thing?
I'm not.
Oh my god, no.
You know what's
Does
really?
that spider have a penis? Oh my god.
Yeah, it does.
You know
It
what's
totally
really weird?
does.
Here's the weirdest thing. There's a totally normal picture of Bonnie in here.
Actually, yeah, I see
Five
it.
Nights at Freddy's. There's a totally normal picture.
Someone got lazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that thing doing to Fluttershy? Oh my god. Ugh.
Okay.
Is this
so,
a spider?
if you guys want to continue, we should keep the conversation going. You want me to pull out another question? Does someone else have something else?
Sure.
All right, I'll do another question. Agents, and then I'll
Sure.
move around. What do you desire more than anything else?
What I want is I want the ability to have these musicians, you know, what I want is a stage to promote these musicians, to hype up the train and get. I've watched a lot of the EQDE or the
So you
BronyCon.
want to drive the point home that your biggest
Yeah,
passion
that-
right now is making
yeah.
videos. Okay.
Yes, and that's really what it is. Because a lot of these, I hate to say it, MCs can't sell a point to save their ass. You know, they can't hype up the crowd. They can't get them behind something. The biggest joke for me is when at the one BronyCon, I think it was whatever it was, they sit there and they got the crowd chanting mushroom just to prove a point. Well, that you don't get a crowd chanting something without something behind it, without any emotion behind it. If you need to get them crowd chanting something, they won't get into you. You know what I mean?
You were saying Liki?
I think he's going to supper.
Oh, sorry. Okay, no problem.
But yeah, you know what I mean? If you're going to sit there and get the crowd behind a chant, you have to have them do that. You know, the biggest thing is when even a band in and of itself has a big enough image projection that the entire crowd starts even yelling the band name or one of the guitarists or something like that. It's a cult of personality behind the entire artist. And I look at it with AC/DC when they start yelling Angus Young. You know, the crowd starts yelling that. That's what I want to get these guys to be able to do. You know, that's my big dream.
This is fucked up, but I just imagined a crowd chatting, and I know you guys are all going to chew me out for this, Toon Critic.
I thought of it too. I want Toon on this show. I want to get him, if I can get him for like the first debut. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know if we're doing good right now because of everybody or what. The whole idea was to get a smaller cast of people, and all of a sudden we got like what, 7?
Yeah.
But it works, so I'm happy about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's a group dynamic.
Yeah, Pristine, I keep wanting to say your name so damn bad. You have to put Pristine on that.
Zodia works too.
Zodia!
It also goes
That's even more obscure. Pristine, what are you passionate about? And if you feel me uncomfortable asking it, Peter, you should ask her.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
You're doing good. I'm really, besides art, well, art is one of my biggest passions, obviously, because I feel it can really do you a lot of good. I had a rough childhood, just putting it mildly, of course, but art was always there when I needed an outlet. Because one thing I would love to see more, one reason why I work, internship is at a children's museum because I'm passionate about putting art in the school system, and usually when there's budget cuts in the school system, the first thing to go is art, pretty much, because a lot of people think it's not necessary, and I think it's very necessary because if kids I really think that kids really need an outlet to. It doesn't have to be fine art; it can be like any of the other creative arts also, but I really think that having that kind of outlet really helps kids, and it teaches them problem solving and all that too.
Do you want to be a teacher?
No, actually, no, I don't, because that's too structured for me, and I need something with more flexibility in it. So, so I'm really passionate about art in that area, and of course, I'm passionate about my ideals too. I mean, in one of my sore spots is bullying, and so if I see somebody being really mean towards somebody, I'll really that's when you'll see me go off. Like I think Peter, you saw me go off. Right?
I was gonna ask, is that a maternal instinct?
Maternal, it wouldn't surprise me. I am instinctive in general, though. I mean, Peter could tell you that much. I'm very, very instinctive. So,
Yeah.
but I am territorial in a big way too. That's one of my flaws. Is I'm very territorial, and so I do become possessive of those I care about.
Okay, well that's good. Fire frets. I'm going to ask it to you in a retarded way because I'm going to try and be clever. For your passion, are you fuel or are you fire? What is your passion, sir?
Don't you need both? I mean, give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Fire consumes the fuel. I guess
I've heard it described to me this way, that in life there are two things: there's fuel and fire. Which are you? And I was trying to be too clever and I fucked it up. So what are you passionate about, sir?
Pretty much the same thing Patrick said. I mean, we started talking and we were amazed that we kind of had the same idea, and I had a group kind of set up. I was like, hey, why don't you jump in and tell these guys the same thing?
I got you, and we totally appreciate what Maze 2 is going for. But I just for diversity, like, what were you interested in before? Like, what got you going?
Okay, well, it's pretty much always been music. I started playing guitar at about 13, excuse me. So I've been playing for about 7 years now, 6 years. And I started engineering only a few months ago, actually, but I realized this is really what I'm good at. It's about the only thing that I'm really good at, and the only thing I'd really want to do for a living, so I've been basically studying how to be a professional mix engineer almost every day for several hours for the past 3 or 4 months. So that's it. Music.
Nice.
Okay. Does anyone have any other questions? If not, I can keep going. I don't want to dominate.
I don't.
Well, Anthony, I want to know, just as a reverse question, do you consider yourself fuel or fire?
I consider myself fire.
You get your drive off of other people's.
Wait, you're trying to get me to say on camera that I burn a lot of people? Oh no, sir! You'll never get me to do that, even though you just.
Well, no. I'm just sitting there saying you fuel or fire, and you say you're fire. So do you ride the wake of all these other things to push yourself forward, and then when you sit there and say, well, that's a better fuel source, I can ride that car for a while, you know?
I'm just good at like seizing on opportunities sometimes. I know I should do better, but you know, that's my cutie mark, is like, you know, it's taking advantage of situations and shit. And again, I'd like to thank you for this one.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Me too, actually.
You're welcome, man.
I'm really
respect-
glad you managed to come on, Peter. I appreciate that. But before we turn into a hug box here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in regards to this question, I could shit on the ground, and that could be fuel for a fire of mine. I am resourceful, motherfucker.
I'm gonna ask this around the whole room. So I'm gonna start with Peter, and then we're gonna get all the way, because I'm tired of grilling all our guests until they're bored.
Sure.
Peter, what is your least favorite YouTube channel
Least favorite
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
that you looked at and like, oh Jesus, just go away. Feel free to give like a biter answer where I'm like, oh, I just don't bother with that.
I don't bother with that shit. No, I'm trying to think. Give me a moment here, because I knew that there was a big one. Yeah, skip me for a moment. I need to think of the answer.
Well, we could come back. I guess the next person in line here is, how about you? Wait, is Liki back? Dusty? Nope. Corp, you're up!
Yeah. My
Give us a
least
listen.
favorite YouTube channel would have to be this asshole called Corpulent Brony. He's so full of himself, and he thinks he knows everything, and he's got some sort of strange obsession with a pony show and some pony named Twilight
his hands
Sparkle.
on your Twilight Sparkle, I know.
Yeah, he has no idea what he's going on about.
Yeah.
Oh, he pisses me off.
Mr. Fretz, what
Yes,
is
sir.
your least favorite YouTube channel?
Okay, I cannot for the life of me remember the name. I'll try and find the link to this video later, but it's a specific video that I found. It is very, very funny. Okay, this girl.
Is your least favorite?
Oh yes,
You're a very forgiving person if you like, oh, this is my favorite and least favorite. I'm like,
It's funny, but it's just one of those things. Like when you first watch it, it's like, what are you saying? Just fuck off. But afterwards, you watch it a couple more times, and it just becomes hysterical. But it's this one specific video that this girl does. She talks about Brony. She's saying we're not all real men. She's just this like dumb blonde bitch, pretty much. I mean, I don't say that about many girls. There are many dumb blondes.
there's so
Very
many
few.
good reasons to be mad at people. People hating on bronies is really kind of one of those,
Right, but here's the real funny thing. She's saying, "Come on, you guys, be actual men." When she's got tits, no kidding, the size of beach balls. They are fake. They are massive, and she's telling you to be real, even though she's obviously. Oh my god!
Oh,
It's just one of those things you'd have to see. But I mean,
Is she a natural blonde?
I doubt it, honestly.
I'm
I
picturing
highly
that
doubt
it.
song because I'm a blonde. Yeah. No, I'm too old. Fuck you, people. Mr. Agents of Discord.
Yes.
What is your least favorite YouTube channel?
Oh, I also hate Corpulent Cartel, just for the record.
Fantastic.
And then there's this guy named Dick Sword, Agents of Dick Sword, or something like that.
Agents of Dicks.
It's a typo.
It's a typo. I put in one of my Black Griffin remixes. It's so bad. It has haunted me.
If you remix Black Griffin, do you also have a thing for what's her face, Michelle Craver?
If you play Black Griffin backwards, if you play Proud to be a Brony backwards, you'll hear I'm in love with Michelle Craver and we are going to get married.
Aren't they cousins? I thought I heard that somewhere.
Corpulent Brony's reviews do not reflect main studios nor Limbo.
Welcome to Limbo. We are the demonic demons here to entertain you all.
Is Limbo Chat gonna be its own, YouTube channel?
No,
No,
I was
this
gonna
is-
throw it up on mine.
okay.
I don't know if it doesn't take well. I could throw up on somewhere else. I don't know. I kind of wanted to attach it to mine.
Yeah. This is a good influx of time. Let me sit here and think. What is my least favorite YouTube channel? Oh God, there's quite a few. There used to be one
Out
that
of your ass. You will not be tested. It was like, oh, that was only my third least favorite. You won't get in trouble.
I honestly hate the Nicki Minaj Vivo because because how much like plastic surgery and cellulose design and silicone does it take to create an ass that can, at the same time, retain a 2-liter in between those butt cheeks, and then when you're looking at it from the front, you can warp your vision around it and see that. Because that's what that...
pulling you in or something?
My anaconda don't want none.
It's the most terrifying thing I've ever met. Like, I literally watched into her stupid host song, and I'm like, oh my... it was so badly produced.
Stupid Ho song, is that like the black version of Hallaback Girl?
You a stupid hoe. You a stupid hoe.
Oh, it is, okay.
Oh, it was so bad.
Okay, well, Pristine, you are last up for bat.
I got
need
some.
you to give me some real shit.
I got someone after this.
Well, there isn't a channel I don't like only because I only watch people I like. But I did see something when ANY did his one of his channels when he talks about like controversial subject matter.
Oh, opinion facts? Or opinion counts? ANY opinion counts?
And he did a video, he covered this one guy who gave his reasons why you should wait for marriage to have sex, and I thought this guy was the biggest dick ever.
Well, on one hand, my objective...
And, because he did have a few reasons, but they're still very lame, I felt. Because, I do personally believe you should wait till you're married to have sex, but that's just me. But he sounded like he was the biggest saint ever. I'm like, dude, you're not really making us Christians look good.
I thought you were coming from the person who's like, I'm refusing to wait, and I'm like, well, I'm never, Christine, going to tell you not to have sex. It's against my religion.
He just sounded like and he repeated some of his answers too, and I was like, dude, you're making yourself look dumber and dumber and dumber. Just cut it out.
Did you even read the script we gave you?
Well, Corpulent, I said against my religion, I believe Peter made me a high priest in his church, so I'm just...
Oh, that religion.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you meant the other religion.
So
yes, I've opened up a new church. I've opened up a new one. It is called the Dark Demons of Limbo. I will write the grimoire soon.
Limbo!
Yeah, we're gonna do that eventually. So anyways, Peter, what were you going to say was the worst channel on YouTube?
This may seem like a really lame answer. I forget what this guy's name was because I used to watch him like years ago. But it was like he and his brother, they would make like videos on like video games, but then they would make like console war bullshit, and I'm just like, I'm gonna sound like the most pompous ass arrogant person right now, but I'm like, there was one day I went to these people, I like saw these guys like interacting, and I'm just like, in that same day I debated about like history, philosophy, and social issues, and then I go here and people are ripping each other's throats out over a piece of fucking plastic, and I'm just like, I have the biggest superiority complex right now.
Was this a Gamebox?
No, it was not.
Oh, okay.
But
I was like,
sometimes...
Go ahead.
Yeah. Sometimes I do feel that way.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Not GameStack, but if you want like a specific person, I suppose I'm not... This isn't necessarily a YouTube channel, but I'm not always fond of those gaming journalists from particularly the Escapists.
Well, you can't hate on Jimmy anymore. He went independent. He quit.
Oh, he went independent?
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to do these ads, and after like 2 days of being up, his Patreon's up to like 4K now. Well, 4K,
but I'm talking about how like... But I can just like... I'm like a critical thinking student, so I can like taste the rhetoric coming out of Movie Bob's mouth. I'm just like...
It occurred to me. I was like, you know what? Because someone's like, I would like to see Movie Bob fired, and I was like, it's occurred to me. I enjoy hating Movie Bob. It feels good.
I know.
It feels so cathartic. Like every once in a while, I liked his thing on what was it where he's like, what is censorship? And
yeah, I saw that, and I thought that was good.
That was good, and that's a slippery slope, but anything about censorship kind of is. But I'm like, I really enjoy just tuning in and going, you fat fuck, die! Die already! Stop breathing! And I'm like, no, I missed that. I'd be like, who would I watch on Tuesday to hate on?
Well, it's kind of like every time I tune into his stuff, like if he's just talking about like the history of some comic or something, then it's like, okay, big whoop. But if he's talking about something like
something you know about,
like contemporary social issue, issues, it's kind of like, oh, look at that! Here's my one-sided story.
Yes. He sounds brilliant when he talks about something that you know nothing about, and the minute you know anything about him, like, oh my god, he's a giant moron. That's why I'm like scared to look at like anime now when I like Digibro recommends it because I'm scared he's gonna turn into Movie Bob. I'm like,
wait, anime Wolf Gamer?
No, Digibro. Like when I look at like his reviews and like these sound so intelligent, and then I go out and look at one, and I'm like, no, he's gonna turn into Movie Bob Chipman. On that note, I do want to recommend. He recommended what was it? Tokyo Ghoul, I think it was. That was fantastic. So I probably fucked up.
I'm too scared to watch that one since I'm not into that kind of stuff.
You can find that online free if you look around. I forgot the damn site, but it's Tokyo Ghoul. That one's fantastic. It is kind of creepy though. There's this scene where the guy like realizes he's a ghoul and he's trying to eat food and he's having like a nervous reaction. He's trying to chug down his soda. Imagine that, not being able to drink soda anymore. That would piss the shit. Yeah, I know that is terrifying.
All of your Dr. Pepper goes away.
No, he's like looking at it and he's got like a cheeseburger, which is like a big deal over there because like meat's expensive as shit. And he's trembling, like going, "Please let me eat this," and he's just vomiting up. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that sucks." Oh, so. Anybody else come up with any topics, or should I just keep going?
Keep going.
All right.
I'm very sorry. I'm running out of steam here. I'm putting in a lot of hours for this thing.
Oh, okay. Well, fine.
But this is fun, so.
Oh yeah, we could wrap it up after one more. Let's see. What's something you could care less about? The least interesting thing in the whole goddamn entire world to you?
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you.
Big Room House.
I got an answer.
Corp.
Anime and video games.
Ah, you dick.
I hate Corpulent Brony's channel. It is the least interesting thing in the world.
Okay,
you insult my anime, I'll insult you.
Hey, didn't you ask about what our greatest fear was earlier?
Yeah, I did. Why'd you come up with something?
Yeah, you didn't ask me, but I'm most afraid
you
of.
didn't ask me either.
I'm most afraid of Mr. Death. You know, I know he's out there. He's trying to get in. He comes to the door and knocks.
Hey.
He begs me to let him in. Last week, he said he came from the gas company. Oh, he's clever. After that, he claimed to be a contractor hired by the city. I knew who he was.
Interesting.
Staring at you creepily through your window.
Well, I'm scared of a lot of things, but the silliest silliest fear I have is I have a fear of balloons.
You must have balloon party
If
albums.
I were going out with you, I would screw with you constantly. I would grab a couple of beds and just shove them in there.
Oh, I hope you value your hearing then.
Oh god, that's
Oh,
troll ever.
Christine, I think I topped you in weird fears. I think I've topped you in weird fears.
Okay, what?
Okay, when I was young, this is when I was young, and it's not necessarily bad, it's just weird. It was rolled up carpet, like in a carpet store, because I always thought there was some weird-ass thing hiding in, like, the tubes. Or, like, hiding in between them, so I'm like, I'm afraid to stick my hand in here. So I stick my hand in it, I'm like, it's gonna come for me, holy shit, pull it out.
You're so adorable.
My nephew is terrified of monkeys. He is, like, deathly afraid of monkeys. I don't know why. But it's like we go try to take him to the zoo and he cries. He screams when we take him to go see the monkeys, and it's just like so.
Maybe he saw Wizard of Oz at an early age.
Yeah, maybe. It's best I can.
That face is perfect. You have that face like contemplating existence.
Well, agents, what is the
Or
least
I have
interesting
regrets.
thing in the whole goddamn world to you?
The least
Look, it's all
interesting
your
thing-
meh.
There's a lot. Like
Pick one.
it's
Pick one that you
particularly
can make go away.
make go. Oh, smart cars. Oh my, the Prius. Oh my God.
Lunchbox.
No. Here's the kicker. It was 2 days ago. I was on a business meeting, with my friend. He's a 19-year-old guy who owns a lawnmower business, pretty successful. It's freezing rain outside. I'm driving like 65 miles an hour because my car is literally it's glued to the road, just as how it's built. So it's 65 and 55, and I look behind me, and there's a Prius right on my ass. And this is what I think. I'm like, first off, those cars are horrible in the snow, especially in this area. It's freezing rain out, which makes it even worse. You drive a Prius, you're supposed to be conscientious about your fuel mileage, but, you know, considering that you are driving 65, I'm driving 65, and you're right on my ass trying to push me faster, it's ludicrous that these people sit there and they drive at all this speed, yet they try to proclaim themselves as some hipster, you know, ecologist or eco-friendly guru, because they own a Prius.
No way.
It's just...
They did a test on Top Gear where they took I
know this test.
They took a Prius and a V8
Wasn't it a BMW M3?
I think it was an M3, and they
They just drove it carefully.
Yeah, what it was is they drove the BMW around the track at a reasonable speed, like not like half throttling, and they were doing 80 miles an hour in some spots. And for the Prius to do the same amount of work to get the same speeds, the BMW lasted 3 more laps than the Prius did.
So yeah,
I'd rather have an M3.
It's not what you drive, it's how you drive it. That's why a Corvette can get 35 miles a gallon. Because you get the stick shift, you keep it under 1,500 RPM.
That actually, yeah.
I'm gonna go now. People talking about cars. And podcasts. Learn about cars.
Cars. Is that your fetish?
Being made uncomfortable is actually my fetish, so I guess it technically is.
So you love it when somebody just awkwardly comes up to you in public and rests their hand on your shoulder?
Well, I'm half angry, half turned on, and that's the best thing in life, is being furious and aroused at the same time. It's a beautiful thing, my friend.
Oh man, that's like every day for me.
It's just Corpulent walks into the room and makes everybody unsettled because of his macho manliness. He just exudes machismo.
Yes. Well, Corpulent. I picture Corpulent. And who here has seen what is it? Despicable Me 2?
Yes, Corpulent is Gru.
Yeah, no, he's fucking El Macho.
Yes.
That was, as soon as I saw that fucking villain, I was like, oh my god, a Mexican villain! And he's called El Macho! This is the greatest thing in the world!
And then you saw Corpulent on camera?
If he had the mask and the cape, oh yeah, he'd be a sing.
Can you cosplay that at a convention, Corpulent?
I don't cosplay. Yeah. I'm not a fag. I'm joking. It's a joke.
It's not faggy to dress up as Jeff Bridges, is it?
It's a joke. Oh no.
Okay. Just a guy going around with a box of Cheerios. A guy going around with a box of Cheerios in a bowl.
Yeah.
He's got like a Cheerio, like a box as a man purse. As a shoulder bag.
It keeps going, holy shit.
He reaches in and he brings out, a flyer that is, it's got all of his things, his daily schedule that is Cheerios, it's a yellow thing.
We have to get Jeff back just because that was literally the worst episode on the PFC, was the Jeff Burgess one, just to see if I could do a better job, or maybe it was just Jeff.
Well, he was drunk out of his freaking mind.
I just dumped hot candle wax into my palms again.
I thought you were going to see your lap. I'm like, well, that was very reserved of you, Peter. You're hardcore. All I got was, I'd be screaming and wailing and crying on. You just hear me, like, running around the freaking house like a lunatic.
Peter's just like,
It's molding to it.
Okay. Fire Frets, what's something that you feel the least about in the whole goddamn world that you want to go away?
Big room house, but not big room house tutorials.
Oh, he's AFK.
No, you know how we were talking about Nicki Minaj's ass?
Yeah. That's all I have to talk about.
That, yeah.
Nicki Minaj's ass.
I could not give 2 shits.
She can give many shits out that ass.
Glad somebody said something to that effect. I was setting up a joke. I was going to see if anybody took it.
Oh, that's Corpulent, Brony.
Thank you. I'm here all day.
You get a Fire Fred's point.
Yes, he's Sir Mix-a-Lot of the Brony community. I almost screwed up and said her name again. Pristine. What do you care least about in the whole damn world that you just like, God, I'm so tired about hearing about this bullshit?
Well,
So,
I
Guessing
get
it's all
Not the
of us talk,
controversial
right?
one.
well. There's a good number of things I could care less about. Most of it all revolve around some kind of form of entertainment. Like I don't get those. I don't get reality TV shows based around
Yes, there's
somebody's
another one.
life.
There's another one. Dude,
I'm
Honey
like, who
Boo Boo.
cares about the Kardashians?
there's only one I used to watch. I used to watch The
But-
Ultimate Fighter because I'm an MMA nut, but then I got tired of it too.
And another one. I actually could care less about sitcoms as a rule. I
The
don't
Big
get them
Bang-
at
I
all.
like the Big
Everybody,
Bang.
Okay, the two of you just
Big
sprang
Bang-
up
okay,
like right when she said that.
I said as a rule,
Good.
there are a few exceptions. Big Bang Theory is okay. And
Oh,
Big
I'll
Bang
give
Theory
it that
is-
much.
I'll have you know that we
That's
know
your
that actor.
Oh, Sheldon Blackwater?
Sheldon Blackwater.
And I can actually be very picky when it comes to any form of entertainment, especially movies.
Yes.
So I'm the worst person in the world you want to see a movie with. I won't talk during the movie, but at the end of the movie, I'll be like,
Oh,
This
you have.
"What's
is-
so great about that?"
You sound like you'd be a great analyst.
So, Pristine, how exactly would you rate Sharknado?
That doesn't count.
A great movie or best movie?
Yo, Michael, you give her a Michael Bay.
Michael Bay Pearl Harbor.
I don't get
The
it.
Star Trek Reset.
Fuck you, I like
I
those.
mean, if you're
I liked it
into that stupid kind of crap, then okay, that's fine. It's your business. But I'm not gonna watch something like that. No.
Did you like Pride and Prejudice?
Which one?
The
There's several
zombies
versions.
one. The zombies
The-
one. Zombies.
Yes,
Pride
the
and
zombies
Prejudice,
one.
yes.
No, I'm talking
Oh
about
gosh,
the
they
Keira Knightley.
made a zombie movie of one of my
No,
favorite
they're
American
going to. Yes,
classics.
they are going to. Eventually, there's a
Yeah.
book for it already.
There's the book. The book is a joke book, but yeah.
I
We're
remember.
talking the Keira Knightley one.
No.
Yeah.
They took.
I-
No, they can't do
I
that.
pissed off a whole forum when they're sitting there bitching about intellectual TV. I was like, you think that's bad? Freaking, they make books about freaking owls. The owls of Cahoon. Jesus Christ, kids, put your books down and go watch TV. And like all the moderators jumped on me at the same time. It is a cherished child's book.
Yeah.
How dare you tell kids?
Twilight Sparkle would not approve of that, yo.
I imagine not. Well, she wouldn't approve of that book either, but whatever.
Hey guys, I have a joke. Spider-Man 3.
Oh god, it was such a horrible
Which
movie.
one?
Which one?
Several Spider-Man.
Oh, was that the Sandman one?
That
I don't like that one, and I'll tell you why. The people are like, oh, I don't like all the wanks between Peter Parker and the Green Goblin. I'm like, that's in the fucking comic book. I own that. That happened. It went down just like that, more or less. They captured what was supposed to happen in the comic, in the movie.
See, they pulled the same shit
Yeah,
with
you-
Star Wars that they did with this. They used all their CGI and special effects to make it entertaining. The story was shit.
I liked how Harry Osborn, it was kind of like a tearjerker. Maybe I'm just blinded by being a comic book nerd, I guess.
Nerd.
These nuts. I'm not expecting you to accept David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury, sir. I remember telling that to Brony, and
David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. This
that
is
happened
great.
back in the day. That's the only true Nick Fury that ever existed is David Hasselhoff, sir.
Agents, you had this
I
face
haven't,
like
I haven't seen this.
Back
you
in the day, Marvel could not make a movie. Literally, back in the day, the best Marvel movie ever was Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher, and that was as good as it was ever gonna get. You guys, yeah, you kids don't.
Agents. I just saw you see like David Hasselhoff, Nick Fury, and your face was just like instant boner.
I just, I'm just. Agents of He's just like, I can't stand looking at Baywatch and him sucking in his gut more than 30 seconds. It's an insult to my abs. God damn it. That fucker. Hey, run it out.
Discord's ads do not approve.
Yes.
No, they don't. Like, ah.
I could see you standing next to David Hasselhoff trying to get him to laugh so the gut fucking exhales right. Trying to tickle him or something.
Did you hear mine and Beta's idea for when he goes to BronyCon next year?
No,
I'm gonna commission him to do vlogs, just Twitter posts of like him and his camera like 6 months ago. I have entered the Brony convention, you know, and then he says there, I am tailing Digibro. He does not know I'm here. Vlog out.
Agents, the whole idea of the podcast is to put some distance between me and the B team. As much as I'm loving this story, I really am. I'm going to try and edit it out and save it for my own personal enjoyment. By the way, Corpulent, how far in the recording are we? Like an hour or what?
Almost an hour, yeah.
Yeah, well, unless anybody has anything else to ask, I really like how it came out. Oh, go ahead, Peter.
I was gonna say a thing I couldn't care less about. I don't know, maybe it's two things. Well, I only remember one of them. It was when something has like a total like Captain Obvious moral to it, and then all these groups are coming up like this is an innovative moral. Like people go to watch Elysium. I don't know if any of you guys remember Elysium. Like
I know.
Oh, this movie's about the rich hogging things from the poor. That is profound.
Fire Prince, isn't that like the same concept behind our company?
Kinda.
I'm mostly disappointed.
Yeah, it's like I don't disagree with the concept, but I don't like people. But it's like people just walk around being like, "This is innovative. It speaks to us."
Isn't it basically like The Last Samurai for Mexicans, and they got a white guy to be our savior?
I think someone pointed out he's the only poor white guy in that movie. Matt Damon is the only poor white guy in the movie. I think someone watched the movie and saw that.
No. Isn't Matt Damon from like Boston? Is
he looks like Boston? He is.
I'm pretty sure
he looks like someone.
I'm pretty sure
Boston.
Affleck is, so I'm assuming his butt buddy is also from Boston. Even though, yeah, Matt Damon does some okay stuff, so I shouldn't.
I liked his Bourne Ultimatum stuff.
Yeah, even though I hate on Ben Affleck, what was it that one?
Zoolander?
No, that's
Green Zone was good. Or Green Zone was pretty good for a war movie.
Argo was good. It's the only hope for Batman. I'm like, if he can channel Argo, we'll have an okay movie.
No. I was thinking. What was his name? Is it Ben Stiller? What I was thinking.
Yeah, Ben Stiller is the other terrible one.
Yeah.
Zoolander is like an ironic guilty.
But what about Clear and Present Danger?
Who was that?
Clear and Present Danger. It is that's one of Tom Clancy's books.
Yeah, but there was also wasn't Clear and Present Danger.
Oh, that's not Matt Damon. You're thinking of
Ben Affleck. It was Ben Affleck.
No way.
What was the?
I thought Clear and Present Danger was the guy who also did Hunt for the Red October.
No, that's Sean Connery.
No.
Yeah, Ben Affleck was in that movie too, wasn't he?
Present Danger. Fine.
This is Sum of All Fears. That's what you're thinking.
Oh yes, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's one. You know, wasn't that a good Ben Affleck movie?
It might have been. I can't. I try not to watch him. Like I'd caught a little bit of Reindeer Games on accident, flipping channels, and I was like, I guess he's not that bad.
But yeah,
I guess when I'm flipping,
I gotta see Argo if you think that he could channel Argo. And
I asked for Argo as a Christmas gift. I watched it a couple times. So yeah, Argo was really good. And I hate Ben Affleck. I was just like, well, it's history and bullshit, my two favorite fucking subjects. So I love Peter up and down.
Oh, thank you.
My biggest fear is he's telling the truth the whole time, and it kind of ruins the bullshit appeal. But whatever.
Well, I think that would be really cool to exploit. Like, I can make it sound like I'm bullshitting you, but I'm actually just telling you the truth. Then I can pull that whole devil bullshit and be like, I never lied to you at all.
Now, Anthony, do you consider like as Peter, do you consider yourself a bullshit artist? You know, if you were going to be artistic in some way, do you consider yourself a bullshit artist or a politic artist?
I'm not really a good bullshit artist because I'm way too duplicit. Like, I'm too obvious when I'm full of crap.
Okay, just to specify, what is the difference between bullshit artist and politician bullshit artist?
Nothing.
You make a living doing it. You're pro.
Yeah.
You make a living.
Okay.
It's a career.
I don't make a living doing it, but I have been able to use, with some success actually, like a really subtle form of bullshitting that I learned studying linguistics actually.
What's that?
Oh, you just use linguistics to your advantage. You just change the context to what you... Well, you don't change the context to what you mean. You word it because you know that they're going to interpret it in a different way than you are, even though you're literally saying nothing that actually affirms what they're saying. It's essentially making them feel good without agreeing to any of their shit, but making it sound like you agree to their shit.
Oh, yeah.
I have not been caught yet.
Of course, now that you admitted it.
Well, there's part of the reason too, Peter. I don't know if you do this on purpose, but do you use like the sexuality to throw people off so they don't eyeball you too much? They're like too put off
when you say something really screwed up, and then when you go into an intelligent, it's like the 1-2 punch.
Sometimes it actually does work that way. Some people do get some whiplash from that.
Yeah, it's kind of like the George Carlin. We'd say something really deep and tell 2 or 3 like fart jokes, so people wouldn't think about it too much.
Yeah, it's like sometimes people will say the sexual thing, then I'll say something really intelligent. Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Oh, hey, we always have a good example of what not to be as a bullshitter. Crazy Pony Man.
Let's not talk about that. Well, in fact, let's not.
Yeah. Let's leave that one alone. That
I don't know
minefield.
what you're talking about, sir.
That minefield.
I scared him out of the fuckcast.
I do remember that, Peter.
I
I'm very
watched
proud.
that.
I've mentioned that every time. Like, he's not so. I creeped him out one time.
Yeah, you're talking about that one time I was talking about summoning goetic demons, right?
He's all punch and no chin. That's all he is. And if you could give it back to him, he folds like a little girl.
That's great. So yeah, is there anything else, man?
I think we're good. I'd like to
Awesome.
thank everybody for tuning in. Hopefully, I get that deal with Philadelphia Radio, and they don't tell me to drop dead. I'd like to thank Corpulent, Liki, and Peter for helping me out and assisting in this. I hope I can get you guys to come back again. I want to thank Fire Frets, Agents of Discord, and person not named Tiffany, Christine, for coming
Tiffany
on.
is my real name.
Yes, Tiffany is her real name. For coming on Limbo. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Fantastic. Okay,
Thanks.
that was good. I had a good time. Thanks.
Hell